Hey guys, and welcome back for some more Trove news. Now, I said I would be using the camera for this series, but I'm just deciding not to for now. These braces really hurt, and my mouth is like all cut up and stuff. So I'm just not feeling it right now. I'm going to keep them to the Let's Play for now, the PS4 and the PC Let's Play, and then the news will just be whatever I have to show you guys and some random gameplay like usual. I'm sorry if anyone was looking forward to that. I don't know if anyone even was, but you know, we'll keep it to the 1 day a week, or the 2 days a week, I mean. But they did show off a ton of stuff today for the news, and there's so much stuff to talk about, and that's what I really like about Rick. You know, Avram, he was like, let's keep everything a secret and be funny, and you know, all that stuff. Let's not spoil anything. When we spoil something, let's act like it's super huge and amazing. That's just not how, like, Avram, come on, man. Like, I have a little bit of respect for you, but that's just not the way to go about in being your position. This Rick guy, he's like, I don't care, just tell him whatever you want to tell him. We're going to tell him everything that's coming in the future, all this stuff, and this is so much better in my opinion, because instead of just be like, one day we're going to tell you guys, but not yet, instead of that, we actually know what to look forward to. Whoa, who would have thought that would be, you know, a lot more exciting. So we have a ton of stuff to talk about, but let's get it right into it, because I'll just go on forever. But the first thing that they showed off was some more dragons. There's going to be 8 new dragons. Today they showed off 2 out of the 8. Next up, they showed off some Megalithic stuff, and finally some major stuff in the next big expansion, the big Shadow Tower expansion. So first things first is the 2 new dragons, like I said. First one is called Petulura, I believe, and this is like a flower-themed dragon. It will probably look really good with Chloromancer, but I actually really like this dragon. I love the design of this dragon. It looks pretty unique in my opinion. It's really, you know, jagged and stuff like that. I really like this dragon from like head to tail. It looks pretty cool in my opinion. And then they also showed off Arachnophon. I think it's called Arachnopod. Arachnopon? I don't know, to be honest. And this is a spider-themed dragon. I don't feel this one as much as I felt the first, you know, Petulura, whatever, Petulura. I don't feel it the same way, but again, it's another dragon. You know, we have so many dragons now. I can't like them all, you guys, you know? So, that's the new one. It has some cool visual effects. It has, you know, the spider webs and stuff like that. And those will be coming in the next big Shadow Tower update. So far, only those 2 were confirmed out of the 8 to be coming with the next big Shadow Tower expansion, which should be coming relatively soon. I am estimating around the end of summer. Next up, they talked about Megalithic. They give a little bit more information on Megalithic's release date. Not an official release date, but kind of their... I'll just explain it. So they said that it's still not ready, like we talked about last week. They still have those bugs that they had last week, but they said literally the second they fix those bugs, they're going to be submitting the patch for certification for PS4 and Xbox, and they are looking to be fixing those bugs anywhere from today, so tonight, till the end of next week. So probably by the end of next week, they should, assuming that they are, you know, crack them down, they should be uploading the patch for certification. And they said once they upload it for certification, or submit it, not upload it, it will take around 1 to 2 months for it to be officially approved and then released on the systems. So it's looking like about 1 to 2 months, 1 month at best, 2 months at worst, is what they're saying. So it's not, I was expecting 3 weeks away from today, but it looks like it's going to be a little bit longer, so it's kind of a release date. It's like a release window, I guess. So it's still pretty exciting because we have an estimation of when it's going to be out. It's going to either be out next month, or it's going to be out the month after that. If it's any later, then they, you know, something went wrong. So I'm really happy that we have an actual, you know, release time frame. And then the last thing that I talked about, I guess, you know, this is pretty big stuff, but I guess not much to talk about. Next up is the big Shadow Tower expansion. They announced a few things that are officially coming with it. We kind of knew these were coming, but we didn't know that they're coming with the next expansion, which is literally the next patch for PC. Well, not the next patch, but like the next big patch. So it's pretty exciting nonetheless. And they said that subclasses are actually coming out with this next big patch, which is actually really cool because I didn't think these would be out for a little bit because they just announced them, you know? But I guess it's because it's Rick, you know? He's like, let's actually get people excited for what's coming. So, you know, once he gets on board, he's like, yes, we are actually working on subclasses. These were going to come, because I understand what Avram was doing. He was going to make it to like the week before the big patch. He's going to be like, oh, guess what, guys? Subclasses are a thing too, which is kind of cool in its own right, you know. That'd be kind of cool to drop a bomb on us like that the week before the big patch, but I kind of like it more this way where we know exactly what's coming to the next big patch, and subclasses are actually coming in that next big patch. I didn't expect them to be so soon, because once again, they were announced last week. So those are going to be pretty cool. If you haven't seen what subclasses are, I kind of talked about them in the last video, so I won't go on this video. Next up is gem stat rerolling. A lot of people were asking me, do you know when gem stat rerolling is actually going to come out? We know it's going to come out, but when? Guess what? The next big Shadow Tower expansion, gem stat rerolling, is officially announced to come out. And there was a bunch of other stuff, but some of it wasn't like what 100% confirmed, is kind of vague, so I didn't want to put anything else in there. But they also have earth gems might be a thing. I don't know if they're coming with the next big update, but they keep hinting at earth gems. There's been a earth primordial dragon data mined, and we all know that they said one time that there's going to be a primordial dragon, and they kind of took their word back on that. At least Abram did. So, there's that stuff. There's a bunch of stuff coming in the next big update that we've been talking about for a very long time now. So, I don't want to go too much into all that until it's actually, like, talked about on the stream and showed off on the stream, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't want to spend too much time until we can actually see it. But the last thing that they said is they talked a little bit about the new boss that's coming to the Shadow Tower with this next big update. That's not the Hydra, because we all know what the Hydra is. It's been announced since December 2015 in a Q&A by Abram, so we know who Hydra is. And they're like, let's just tell you the next boss. Let's tell you everything about this next boss. So the other boss coming to the Shadow Tower with Hydra is called Dreadnought Mark II. Now, if that sounds familiar, that's because it's kind of in the theme of the spider boss. What's it called? Spikewalker. I forgot what Spikewalker is called. Spikewalker, and the guy that's riding on it, which was the dude, the Flametron, like the dude that created the Flametron Mark II. I forgot his name. It's like Darknick. There you go, Darknick. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Darknick, because you got the Darknick gears, from the Flametron Mark IIs. So that's kind of, I think that's like the same kind of theme. Like, Darknick is riding Spikewalker, you kill Spikewalker, he kind of like moves up the floor, maybe he gets into Dreadnought Mark II after that, he's in his next big mech, ready to, fight you again, I guess, because he's the one that controls Spikewalker. And they said that this guy is going to have rockets, so he's going to have, like, rocket abilities, he's going to have machine guns, and he's going to have blades attached to him, and he's going to even have, like, throwing blades and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. They said, like, he has a stomp, so, again, it's kind of like Spikewalker has a stomp too, so it kind of like confirms that Darknick is probably just moving up the floors and using this guy, because it all makes sense, There's not lore in the game, to be honest, but what they want to make lore so far, it's within the lore, if you can say it's real lore. It's not real lore, but you know what I mean. It all makes sense. So that's pretty cool how they, just were like, Hydra, let's just tell you this next boss, because whatever, why not? So hopefully, again, next week, the week after that, and every Friday from now on, we can actually have stuff to look forward to instead of tell you soon, coming soon, soon TM, all this soon stuff you don't know, so be excited about something you have no idea exists until we tell you, then you'll be like, oh god, they just dropped a huge bomb. No more of that. I'm glad. I'm finally glad. Let me know if you guys which one you like. Did you like Abram's style of being super vague and not telling us anything until it's about to come out and then be like, whoa? Or do you like this way where it's like, we actually have stuff to look forward to, but we know everything before it comes out? I like it better because that's what this new series is, right? This new series is to tell you what's gonna come out before it comes out. It's like the same thing. So yeah, leave your opinions down below. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like, and if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button, plus the bell next to it so you can be notified whenever I upload a video. If you would like to further support the channel, make sure to check out my Humble Bundle affiliate links in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.